and we did a little schmoot. We had a little schmoots.
Love it. Those are important.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm so excited. I love Tuesday nights and getting together. Last week I was not available because I actually had to jump on, it's called the Future Emeralds group or something like that in Canada. And I had to do the training on that. And it's at 8:30. So I'm like, there was no way I could be on. So I apologize, but I missed you guys. And I actually talked about you at that call. So that was kind of funny. So today, and I'm going to tell you just so you know who's next week too, because I was thinking it's a good, probably we should announce this week who's running next week. I was just thinking because we were talking about that today, and I'm
Good
like,
idea.
I'll look it up in just a second. But tonight, Jen and I are gathering together, and we're gonna actually be talking about. Jen's gonna share part of her testimony, and it's funny because I think all of us can admit this. Wow, my hair is really big right here. I just noticed how big this thing is. It's really big, but it's like a rooster. It's like a rooster going on there. Anyway, we often have several parts to our testimony. Does anybody have like a one part testimony? Plexus helped with one thing and that was it. Like we have so many multi levels to our testimony. So Jen and I were talking, I'm like, this is the part of her testimony that really struck me when she started. So I've asked Jen to speak today and tell a little bit about her story with Plexus. Take her away.
All right. Thank you. Is that really loud? Can you hear that? I'm right by my window and there's like a transport going by.
Nothing.
And now I have a cat. Real life stuff. Anyways, so my name's Jen and I have been with Plexus now going on a little over 7 years. And actually Karel reached out to me way back in 2018. And some of you guys may have heard this before, but I saw Karel, and you say that you don't remember this, Karel, but I saw you in Costco and I was a mess. And I had already turned you down like 2 or 3 times at this point over the course of that year. And when I saw you at Costco, I was like, this did not happen like by accident. And that was like a few months before I actually said yes. So it was January of 2018 when I started the products. And the reason why I started it was because I was suffering, guys, like with all the things. I was dealing with overall aches and pains in my body. I was losing coordination in my legs. I had numbness and tingling in my joints and my fingertips, in like just my whole body. I had convinced my family that I was dying of bone cancer. If you can imagine the pain level on that, okay?
That's what you said to me.
I was going
you called me and said, I think I have bone cancer.
Yeah, like I literally, it got to the point where I was driving 4 hours to Toronto for lidocaine and ketamine infusions. They had done all the tests. They did the x-rays, the MRIs, the bone scans, you name it. They're like, no, it's part of getting older. And then I heard the word fibro. And that was like way back then. It was like fibro was like in your head. People talked about fibro and it's like everything was in their head. Pain wasn't real. I tell you, the pain was real. And it wasn't until I started addressing my gut with these products. I started with the triplex combo. Actually, we didn't even have ProBio at the time, did we? Or I could only get one of
from the States.
Yeah, so I was ordering it from the States, and I did that for, I don't know, maybe 6 months to a year, and then it came to Canada. But I had already started seeing the differences within the first few months. I literally walked into my doctor's office, and instead of like having tears in my eyes and crying and saying, help me, fix me, she looked at me, she said, Jen, what are you doing? And I was like, well, I'm like, I found these supplements, this gut health drink. I didn't know anything about it at the time, like nothing. And like I went back a few months later and she looked at me, she's like, you're in remission. She's like, you're fine. And like it was hard to believe at first because I had tried everything. Like I literally had tried everything and nothing out there worked. I was on pain meds. I had constipation, like constipation so bad, bloating. And the triplex combo really was the base that I needed to get to the root cause of all that inflammation that my body was holding on to. I was puffy, I was swollen. I couldn't, like, there were days where my husband had to put a blanket or a towel underneath my bed and hoist me up because the pain was so bad. I have not had one of those episodes in 7 years, and it is absolutely mind blowing. I actually saw the internist. Is that what you call them, an internist? The doctors that do everything. Anyways, I saw her at a church barbecue last summer, and she was like, "Jen?" And I'm like, "Hey." She's like, "Are you still taking that stuff?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You look amazing." Like, it was unbelievable. So, anyways, I was on that for about a year or so, and then I introduced X Factor Plus. Thank goodness, because X Factor Plus, like, I literally, like, the last, like, few years, especially perimenopause has, like, been creeping up, and hot flashes. I was changing my clothes throughout the night, soaking wet, all the things. But probably the product that helped me the most, and Carol's going to talk about it tonight, is the Biocleanse. Like, honestly, like, I was pooping once a week. And even my kids too. Like, I Biocleanse is for everyone. Restless leg syndrome. I was taking like a pretty hardcore sleeping pill at night before I went to bed. I took that for like 10 years. I don't take anything now. I don't take any pain meds. I don't take any anti-inflammatories other than ease. And now it's like all the people that I've been able to reach out to, or they reach out to me, they're having the same, uh, what do you call it?
Issues.
No, wins. Like, we'll say the same wins that I was having. And everyone's different. Some people might see it right off the bat. Some people might see a little bit further down the road. But yeah, so that's a little bit about my testimony. And then I started sharing with everyone, and that was a huge blessing too. So
That is awesome. I love every store. And I always feel bad. I feel like now I do remember seeing you in Costco because you've told me that so many times. So now I'm like, yeah, I saw you in Costco, but I'm like, I keep telling him like, no, I don't remember seeing you in
we were
Costco.
in the
Like,
women's
when you're in
clothes.
Costco, you're like this. Anyway, so we want to make sure Whitney's already told me she needs our full half hour. So I'm going to plow through this, and I am going to talk a little bit about BioCleanse, but I actually dug a little bit deeper because everybody thinks that BioCleanse is the poop pill, right? Everybody thinks it makes you poop. And there's so much more to it than that. And actually, there's something on I didn't write down, but I do want to point out there too. So it is totally the most misunderstood product that we have. And everybody hears that word cleanse and they think you're just going to poop yourself. And yes, and I find I'm dealing with somebody right now that first month or two, yeah, some people do poop a lot. I was one of them, but this was before we had schedules, and I didn't know to reach out to Whitney, and I was pooping my brains out, and I didn't realize didn't have to take 4 BioCleanse a day, but I thought I had to. So I just mustered down. But there's so much to it. But it's not just, it can honestly, even though it can help with the regularity, and like Jen said, I mean, restless legs. There's so many other things. I'm going to talk a little bit about. The one thing I will, and I don't have it written down, but I heard recently, and it really kind of like blew my mind a little bit because I didn't really think about it. You could be pooping 4 times a day and still be constipated. If you're not fully eliminating, you're still considered constipated. So there's some people that poop a lot, and I'm not talking when they're doing plexus, but people can say, oh, I poop 2 or 3 times a day. But if you're not eliminating what you need to eliminate, you are still considered constipated. So I just always assume you poop 3 times a day. Whoop, you are awesome. But anyways, so I know most of you probably know most of the stuff about BioCleanse, but I will break down a little bit here. So our type of magnesium is a magnesium hydroxide, and then it has vitamin C. And so that makes it magnesium ascorbate, which is a very mild magnesium. It's not one of those ones that everyone here knows about, magnesium citrate, which actually is created to make you poop. And so that's where they think it, but there's several different, and funny, it was on the Today Show talking about magnesium and the benefits of magnesium, and they went on explain all the different kinds of magnesium. It also has sodium bicarbonate and a bioflavonoid mix, which is, if I remember correctly, it was orange peel, lemon peel, and quince. And those things are just really powerful antioxidants that are in there. Okay. So they actually interact with the sodium that's in our system, and that's how it oxygenates here. You know, we keep saying, oh, it oxygenates. That's how it oxygenates. And it also neutralizes the acidic conditions in our gut. So this can help your gut to flourish. So it's not dealing with as much acid too. I did not know that. I've heard so many different numbers. The number that seems probably the most middle of the road is about 2/3 of people in North America are magnesium deficient, and it's usually because of poor diet. It has to do with the way that our food's processed. When food process, the magnesium is taken out of it, and also we all know about how food is made. You know how it grows in the ground and everything. It's over farmed, so all those nutrients aren't in there that our grandparents had in their food, because people say, well, I just can eat, and I'm like, it doesn't work that way anymore. And I think most of us know that there too. I'm looking at all of you because I talk to all of you all the time. So one-on-one, I wrote a number. Did you know people can carry up to 20 pounds of waste in their colon? So the benefits, as Jen had mentioned before, about restless legs, I can talk about specific conditions, but it has over I've heard different numbers, but the one that really stuck with me is it has 300 enzymatic reactions that require magnesium in your body to work. So those people say, I really just want to take Slim and ProBio. Now, there are some people that have to. And I always say, even the people who have diarrhea issues, I say eventually we'd like to add in at least one capsule. We will get your body to that point. And when you have enough and your gut's healed enough, we will be able to add that at one point. So it's not good to stay on just Slim and ProBio forever, because you're losing out the other part of that system there. It helps with protein synthesis, muscle contraction, blood glucose control, which I did not know, blood pressure regulation, and also nerve function. Those are probably the most important things that magnesium do that we hear most about. A few signs of deficiency: nausea and vomiting. Did not know that. I did not know that was a sign. That's actually one of the first signs. That is a major sign. Headaches to the point of migraines. So a lot of people have migraines. I've been hearing more and more about adding magnesium for that. Decreased appetite, brain fog, fatigue, and muscle weakness. Look at Jen, you know what I mean? And then fibromyalgia is actually a sign of a symptom of deficiency of magnesium too. So I found that it was specific. That was very specific to that. So I found that very interesting. I don't know if you learned anything on that one, but I hope you got one little new nugget out of that. And you can go, Karel told me that.
And either way, such great reminders. We can't hear too many times.
And I have to tell you something, because Kate and Stacy are both here. So next week's is Stacy's, but the 21st is the new VIP celebration, which is Stacy and Kate. And then the week after that is Kate running the thing. And I'm like, okay, now I feel bad. I do not know how this happened, but somehow that happened. So if you want to beat somebody up, call Whitney.
Oh, come on.
And actually, I have an event on the 21st. So if somebody wants to switch off, that would be great.
19.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Okay, we have nobody. Oh, so
Karel, I need the 30 minutes.
We haven't done the June. We only have to the end of this month. We're gonna have to make some switches. Okay, I gotta think about
figure it out.
We'll figure it out. I promise.
I don't want to be charged.
Okay, but I'm gonna jump into this because
Okay,
I'm
go.
really excited and determined to get us through this. So
Okay.
So I kind of already shared the link for this onboarding business builders. But my guess is is there anyone that's actually read through the whole entire thing? That's why I wanted to use this call to do that, because if you're like me and someone tells you this is an amazing resource, here you go, and you open it and you realize it's going to take me 15-20 minutes to read through this thing. If you're like me, you just set it aside and think, oh, I'll get to that one day, and then you never get to it. So I want to share with you our amazing For the Wellness Warriors, updated and improved, perfect, ready to go get some business builders right now. Business Builders Guide, okay? So let me share the screen, and we are gonna, my goal is, now you may have questions about it. You may think, oh my gosh, that's so brilliant, whatever. I'm just gonna ask, like, if we don't have any, like, if you have a question, write it down, but don't ask until I get through the whole thing, because I want to get through the whole thing if possible today. And then we can cover questions afterwards, because my goal is to help you see what's here. And I know, like, some of you, we've got a lot of times tomorrow maybe driving. I don't know if I can see her. But I'm going to read it and you can follow along on your screen right here. I'm going to share, or you can just listen and then know that you have the link for it. And it looks really pretty. It's like a very lovely PDF that you have right here with clickable links. How cool is that? Clickable links. Okay. So how to onboard a business builder from casting vision to building a team. This is for the Wellness Warriors team. And so I'm just going to read through the whole entire thing. I'll tell you when there's a clickable link and what it takes you to. However, here's what I discovered is the links are not working for me on my Mac, but they are working for me on my phone. Oh, and I can see that maybe if I click it more times, it will pull up a link right there. But either way, I'm just going to tell you what the link takes you to, okay? And if you can't get the link to work on your phone or your device, then let us know. But these links are verified, they work. So that's what you need to know. Okay, so prior to a personal phone call, be sure that your business builder has seen one of these videos to educate and begin to cast vision for this business opportunity. Once they have watched and expressed continued interest, invite them to do a call with you. Then it's going to guide you through the curiosity call. Let me tell you what, actually, let me see. When you click these videos, it takes you to a link that has them register for the upcoming Plexus opportunity calls for the products and the opportunity. And then it asks for their email address, their name, and then it will take them to some replays that are right there. So there's a replay for the business opportunity, there's a replay for the products, and there's a couple other ones. So what I will be using this for is I'll tell them, like, I'll send them that link and I'll tell them, go ahead and register for the replay, because I want them in the system because they have the option to opt in to get reminders for the upcoming ones, which is fantastic. And then I'll say, watch the opportunity one first, and then let's chat. If you have more time, go ahead and watch the products one as well. You'll love that, or just dive into all of them if you want to. But that's what that link will take you to, okay? So here's the guideline for the curiosity call. This is for someone who is open to the idea of the business, but they haven't fully decided yet. So your role here isn't to convince, it's to cast vision, ask great questions, and help them connect the dots between what they want and how this business could be a vehicle. Number one, set the tone up front. Let them know this is just a relaxed combo, not a pitch. For example, I'm so glad we're getting to talk. I'm not here to pressure you into anything. I just want to hear where you're at, share a little bit about what this business can look like, and see if it feels like something that aligns with what you want in this season. Then number two, ask big picture questions. This is where you help them explore desire and possibility, even if they're unsure. Examples are, what made you say yes to trying the products? Have you ever thought about earning money from home before? What appeals to you about it? If more income or flexibility became a reality, what would that change for you? Or what do you wish you had more time or energy for right now? So your goal here is to listen closely for lifestyle pain points and untapped dreams. Once you know what their pain points are and what their dreams are, then it's really easy to help them see the vision, like cast a vision for Plexus for them, okay? So that's the goal. Number 3, share a quick, relatable story, either yours or someone else's. Give them a glimpse of what's possible without making it sound too big or scary. Here's an example. When I started, I didn't know anything about network marketing. I just knew I was tired of feeling stuck and wanted to build something that gave me more options. I decided to go for it, and I've seen it can change not just my income, but my confidence too. I've helped other women do the same. Some who just wanted to earn a couple $100, some who wanted to go all in. There's space for all of it. Number 4, ask permission-based objection questions. I love this part. This helps uncover what's holding them back without being pushy. What's your biggest hesitation when it comes to doing something like this? What's one thing you'd want to make sure you had support around if you were to start? Does anything about this business model feel intimidating or unclear to you? Okay, number 5, offer vision and invite them to consider what's next. Reaffirm what you heard, connect it to the opportunity and leave the door open. So it's talking about reaffirm what you heard in their pain points and their dreams and connect it back to this opportunity and then leave the door open. Example, I can totally see this working for you. You've got the heart, the drive, and people seem to trust you. And even if you're unsure now, that's okay. You don't have to decide today. I'm here if you want to explore it more. As of now, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you find yourself in regards to being ready to do this? And then it gives you 2 optional closes. You could say something like, would you be open to doing a little 3-way test run with me just to see what it feels like to share and start a few combos? No pressure, just a taste. Or would it be helpful if I sent over a short video or a couple stories of others who started in a similar spot? Okay, now, this is step 1 for a business builder kickoff call. So this call is for someone who, like, once they decide they want to build a business, this is where you go, okay? Maybe they already told you that they want to build a business, but I still think some of that, like those pre-things, will be really helpful. But this is like once they're like, okay, I'm in. This is your chance to set the tone, cast vision, and build trust. Your new business builder is ready to run. This conversation gives them clarity, confidence, and connection from day 1. So get on the phone ASAP. Text them, hey, I'm excited to see that you're ready to do this. Let's hop on a quick call so I can walk you through your first steps and hear more about your vision. I want to help you make money fast and set you up to win. So number 2, once you're on the phone, obviously, share your story in 2 minutes or less. Should build belief and be short and sweet. Keep it short and relatable using this structure. The 2-minute story framework. Before. What your life looks like before Plexus, physically, emotionally, financially, etc. And the pivot. What made you decide to say yes to the Plexus business? Now, what Plexus has already done for you, the results, the confidence, the income, the hope, and then future, where you're going and why you're excited. Here's an example. Before Plexus, I was overwhelmed, tired, and always trading time for money. I had no idea how I could build something meaningful around my family. I said yes to the business because I saw other women doing it well, and I thought, why not me? Now I'm making income from my phone, my energy is better, and I get to help others do the same. I'm building a future where our finances don't hold us back, and I'm excited you're here to do it too. Notice they didn't say, I'm already earning a 6-figure income. This is something that every one of you could say, right? And really entice and connect this person. I'm building a future where our finances don't hold us back, and I'm excited you're here to do it too. That's fabulous. Okay, number 3, ask vision-driven questions. These help them connect emotionally and dig deep. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, I don't know. The screen jumped. These help them connect emotionally and dig deep into why they're doing this. If life looked exactly how you wanted it to in 3 years, what would it look like? What would more income allow you to say yes to? What do you feel like you've been called to, but haven't had the resources to pursue? And what's something you're no longer willing to settle for? So let them talk and listen deeply. Mirror their words back to them. Then, number 4, ask to uncover hidden objections. These help you support them before self-doubt creeps in. What fears or hesitations do you have about doing this? What do you think might hold you back from showing up consistently? And when it comes to sharing publicly or talking to people, what's most intimidating? Reassure them that those feelings are normal and that you'll be helping them every step of the way. Number 5, close the call with vision and next steps. Wrap up with strong encouragement and a call to action. I can already tell you're going to be amazing at this. Your story, your heart, and your drive, people will be drawn to that. You don't need to have it all figured out. Just be willing to learn and take messy action. And let's do this together. Here's what we'll do next. Give clear next steps. You're going to write their 2-minute story using the same framework. Begin to work on a social media post with help and support that feels genuine and authentic. So you're going to tell them that, and then you're going to basically ask ChatGPT to help you give them some suggestions. So brainstorm 10 people who they believe would want changes in their health, I would add, or finances. And then join our Wellness Warriors Facebook group, clickable link right there, and our information page, clickable link right there. Tune into our team community connection calls. Okay, next section is cast vision and build belief. So once you've done that, give your new business builder people to follow who they can relate with, and share another tool within 6 hours of that phone call to build excitement and belief. Share a diamond doc with your new business builder to further inspire them. And there are so many good diamond docs. You can find one that you believe would really resonate with them. Here are some clickable ones right here. Christina Williams is a school teacher. April Ann was a speech therapist. Brittany Howard is a homeschooling stay-at-home mom. And there's tons more diamond docs in the Plexus Go app. So here it's just going to show you an example of how to send those resources. Like if you're not looking at the screen, there's some actual screenshots where you're texting it to them. And so, for example, this one, you give them a couple people to follow, and then they say, follow them both. And then you attach a diamond doc, the Christina Williams one, for example. Also, one day we will be filming one of these for you, and K and R will be one of the ones saying these kinds of things. So, just like really vision casting for them, that they'll have their own diamond doc someday. And the person responded back, okay, but that was the coolest thing. Brandon made me cry at the end, and Jackie was in there. So cool that y'all know each other. Another example, here, she sent her Emily Roberts. You'll love Emily. She is a diamond with Plexus and hilarious, just like you. Jill is another one you will love and should follow. So, doesn't get any simpler than that. It's telling you like basically word for word how to do everything so far. Step 2, help them make their first post. So go to ChatGPT and use this prompt, filling in the blanks with their personal information. I love this. So, hey chat, my new friend Mary is starting her business with Plexus. These were her main objections, this and this. And here's what is most important to her, blank, fill in the blank. Can you give me 2 different examples of some posts she can make keeping these things in mind? And ChatGPT prompt based on a specific person. My new business builder is a personal trainer and works on base full-time. She's a wife and a mom of 1. Fitness is very important to her. And that's just an example. So how you can personalize it for them. Give your person the 2 example posts that ChatGPT will give and ask them which one sounds like them, and make sure they understand that they can edit or change it to fit them better. Then it gives us 2 screenshot examples. I love these ones. Well, actually, this is just one long one. So it says, and there's a picture of this girl holding a pink drink. Obviously, it doesn't say Plexus anywhere on there, but it says, this is the post that they came up with. Not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical. As a trainer and someone who works out regularly, I don't mess around when it comes to supplements. I like to know what I'm putting in my body and I need it to work. Today, I swapped out my usual pre-workout and tried Plexus Active instead. I was fully expecting to feel, I would take out the word plexus, but that's just me. I was fully expecting to feel sluggish or underpowered during my lift, but that didn't happen. I had plenty of energy and powered through my workout, including some heavy lifts and 0 crashes. Bonus, it's plant-based, 0 artificial junk, and supports mental clarity, not just energy. I've also been trying their Slim and noticing some early wins I wasn't expecting. Hello, fewer cravings and more consistent energy throughout the day. This is me stepping in. As a personal trainer, I want to help people feel strong from the inside out, and these tools align with everything I already believe in. If you've been looking for something to support your workouts, your energy, or your gut health without the artificial junk, message me. I'm building a small group of people who want to start this journey with me, and I'd love for you to be one of them. If you've been looking for something to support your workouts, oh, okay, that was the next clipped part. Let's do this together. Drop a comment or shoot me a message and I'll get you the info. Okay, after they make the post, set expectations after the first post. As soon as they make their first post, once your new business builder makes their first post, it's critical to help them manage expectations. This is, I think, one of the most brilliant pieces that a lot of us miss, is helping people manage their expectations. And so this is really helpful, not just to protect their mindset, but to show them how this business really works. Here's what to say to them in your own voice, of course. Hey, listen, sometimes that first post gets lots of love. People will like it, comment on it, maybe even message you. If that happens, awesome. That's totally normal. But also, it's just as normal if it doesn't. That's what happened to me. Most of my customers and team didn't come from a post. They came from conversations I started myself. That post is just turning on the open sign in your business. So we're not going to be emotionally attached to the outcome. It's a starting point, not the finish line. If it's quiet, it doesn't mean anything about your future success. We're going to keep going, keep sharing, and keep connecting with people intentionally. I love that, don't you? Really sets up the expectations well. So reinforce that any reaction to the post is normal. Your job is to affirm their courage, validate their effort, and guide them toward the next action, which is starting conversations and following up. This is where duplication starts to take root, by teaching them early on that results come from consistent activity, not just one quote unquote perfect post. Okay, so step 3, we're going to normalize the reach out process. As soon as they make their first post, once your new business builder has made the first post, it's time to guide them into intentional conversations. This is where the magic happens. But before they send a single message, it's essential to help them set the right expectations once again. So here's what you might say. Okay, let's talk real quick about what to expect when you start reaching out. To hit your first rank, which is helping 3 people order, you'll likely need to start conversations with around 20 people. Why? Because most people don't say yes on the first touch point. That's totally normal in any sales world, not just this one. Your job isn't to close everyone. Your job is to plant seeds, start relationships, and begin the follow-up process. It's not rejection. It's just part of the rhythm. Some people will say yes now, some later, and some not at all. And none of it's personal or a reflection of your potential. It's just numbers and timing. As their upline, help them de-emotionalize this process. Keep reminding them most people need multiple touch points. A no right now is often just not yet. and conversations are about connection, not conversion. The quicker your new builders can learn to detach their worth from the response, the quicker they'll build resilience and long-term success. So, step 3, normalize the reach out process. Send them a message about reaching out. Here's an example. Most of my customers and clients come from conversations I'm willing to start. And so I know that your goal is to hit the first rank as quickly as possible. Some people do that in 24 hours. Some people do it in 7 days. Some people take a little longer. Do you have a goal in mind for hitting that rank? Let's go ahead and get into some activities so that you can get comfortable with just practicing this. So who are 3 people that come to mind that we could start with? Then if they don't come up with 3 names right away, help them brainstorm who they might want to talk to. I'll say, okay, let me give you a couple of examples of things that you could say. Remember, these are just skeletons that we want to massage to make sound like you in a way that is authentic and genuine so you can feel excited about reaching out. Then we'll give them these examples. The confident conversations. We start with this formula. And you can actually click right here and download this graphic to send them. Okay, so that's really super helpful because they will have access to this document that literally gives them talking points of how to start a confident conversation with different types of people. For example, so it says start with this formula. I'm so excited to be starting something that I'm hopeful will help me with blank and blank. I thought of you because of this reason. Would you be open to taking a look at what has piqued my interest in these new products? And then it gives like some really good reach out examples for a close friend or family member, a coworker or someone you interact with regularly, an acquaintance or social media friend that you have a decent amount of rapport with, and then someone you know but don't usually interact with, or it's been years and years. So these are really great. Have you guys seen the Confident Conversations guide before? That's been floating around, I feel like, for a couple years. So I see a lot of nodding heads. Really great. I'm not going to read through them just because we only have 7 minutes left and I want to finish this, but just so you know, those are right there and you can send this straight to them. It's really going to give them confidence in how to start reaching out to people. And it'll probably help them think of a lot more people too, because just having, those, oh gosh, I did it again. Sorry, it just jumped around and again. Okay, so anyways, that's really helpful. Step 4, help them baby step through the conversation. Now that your new business builder is starting conversation, she will likely get a few people who are curious or asking questions. This is where you teach them to pause and not go it alone. There's a system for handling interest that keeps posture high, builds belief in the products, and makes enrolling easier. So here's what you coach them through. Option 1, screenshot and share it with you. Let your new builder know that they can screenshot the combo and send it to you. Make this feel safe and normal. Say something like, when someone responds with interest, don't feel like you have to wing it or explain everything on your own. That's what I'm here for. Just send me a screenshot of what they said and I'll help you with exactly what to say next. Then add a friendly caution. The reason this is important is because how we educate and build value around our products really matters. There's a way to guide the combo that makes people way more likely to say yes, and I've done this a bunch of times, so lean on me. Option number 2, and this is my preference, is just start a 3-way chat. Okay, this seems to be more effective in my opinion. A 3-way chat is one of the best tools for building belief and duplicating success. Help your new builder feel confident about using these 3-way chats and give them the words. Before they start one, have them say something like, hey, I'd love to connect you with my friend, Karel, who helped me get started. She's super knowledgeable and can help answer any questions you have so you can make the best choice for you. Is it okay if I pop you into a group chat with her real quick? They almost always say yes. When they introduce you in the chat, coach them to say, hey, Mary, this is my, I would say, friend, Carol. She's the one who's helped me learn everything I know, and she's amazing at helping people figure out what's right for their goals. Mary, meet Carol. She's been dealing with blankety blank and is curious about what's worked for me. This gives credibility to you as the upline and reassures the friend that they're being supported, not just sold to. So key reminders for your new builder. They are not expected to know everything. They will learn faster by watching you in action, and using third-party validation builds trust and shortens the decision-making process. Amen to all of those things. Step 5, we're almost done. Walk them through the first 3 customers. This step is all about helping your new builder gain early momentum and confidence by enrolling their first 3 customers. Your job is to guide them through it, not just cheer them on from the sidelines. So here's what you coach them to do. Use a third-party tool to educate. They should never try to explain the products themselves from scratch, right? Anyone experienced that before? Always point to a resource. Coach them to say, awesome, let me send you a quick video that explains exactly how this works and why these products are so helpful. It'll make a lot more sense than me trying to explain it all. So the triplex video will be linked right here. Fab4 PDF, that'll be gone because we don't use that. I just caught that. So should be gone in just a few minutes. Testimonial screenshots and resource links from the Wellness Warriors page. So anything that you vetted and you use personally, feel free to utilize here. Ask if they're ready to get started. Once the prospect has reviewed the tool, your new builder should circle back and say, did you have any questions? Are you ready to get started and pick your flavors? Reinforce that confidence in asking this question is key. It keeps things clear and forward moving. And I believe the sooner the better. I've seen that many times over. Okay, so now we're gonna walk them through the first 3 customers. Guide your new business builder in creating a cart. And here is, again, a clickable graphic that shows them step by step how to create their cart. I would suggest you create it for them and show them on Zoom or FaceTime exactly what you're doing, and then send them the links just so they can actually see you do it first. Here's a bonus, and a very important bonus to step 5 is take ownership of retention for their first 3 customers for 60 days. In these early stages, your new business builder is still learning the ropes, and one of the best things you can do is model excellent customer care and retention practices for them. Think of this as a retention shadowing period. You're not just helping them get the sale, you're showing them how to keep it. So here's what to do. Take ownership of the first 60 days. Let your new business builder know. You focus on getting them started. I'll take the lead on supporting them once they order. This is where I'll model what good customer care and follow-up looks like, and you can watch how I do it. This gives them confidence that their friends are in good hands and helps them learn by example. So use the Plexus retention system, plug customers into the system and tools that you use for messaging and follow-up, track their order dates, wellness goals, and when it's time to touch base about subscriptions or reorders, communicate clearly and kindly, showing your builder how to build trust. And then show them how to maintain connection. Keep your builder in the loop with each customer touch point. Let them know when there's good news. Hey, just messaged your friend Amanda to check in on her energy levels now that she's a week in. She said she's feeling a little less bloated already. This models intentional follow-up without overwhelm and builds their belief that they can do this too. Okay, then transition retention ownership around day 60. Once the customer has had a great experience and the builder has seen what follow-up looks like, it's time to coach them to take the reins. So you might say something like, hey, Amanda is coming up on her 2nd order. This is a great time for you to check in with her personally. I'll help you with what to say. This helps create a seamless handoff while keeping customer care high. Lastly, what to do, we're out of time. What to do if your new business builder isn't taking action. This is the very end. It's common for new builders to pause, hesitate, or stall. That doesn't mean you did something wrong. Use this as a chance to lead with empathy, simplify the path, and reset expectations. So revisit their why is step number 1 if they're not responding. if they're not taking action like they said they were going to. Start here every time. Ask what made them want to start this. Has that goal changed? Are they still excited about what they said they wanted? A lot of times that will get them right back into action. Listen for, I'm feeling overwhelmed. They have limiting beliefs or their fear or confusion. Then ask, how do you want to feel while building this? Help them anchor to that feeling and design their actions around it. Simplify everything. Overwhelm kills momentum, so strip it down to the basics. Skip group chats and team calls for now. Focus on 2 things only. Number 1, starting honest conversations about plexus, and number 2, learning how to post in a way that feels real and doable. So if that's all they can handle for now, just get them like really honed in on that. Number 3, set realistic expectations. Normalize this. Lots of people say they want to build. Some realize it's harder than they thought. It's not on you. That's part of the process. You're not failing, you're learning. And every time you guide someone, you get better. So quick reminder, people need space to decide what they really want. Stay available, stay encouraging, and don't take their inaction personally. Keep your posture, stay kind, and keep planting seeds. That's it. Beautiful resource that is going to be so helpful. So now go bold, go all in on inviting people into the opportunity, because you have the perfect step-by-step guide of how to set them up for success. All right.
Where do we find this guide?
It is, I shared
I
it.
looked in some boards and I didn't find it.
No, I shared it 2 weeks ago with the replay of that, but we didn't go through it. So I will share it again with this replay, and it's also in a board. I will add it to the tools in Wellness Warriors as well. So there will be several places that we will post this. I'll even do a separate post in Wellness Warriors. So just save it to the notes in your phone. If you use boards, use that board. It will be in the +1 plexus board as well. So lots of places to find it. Just make sure you have the link somewhere that you have access to it all the time. Okay.
Okay. I hope I have all the boards. The board that I use for the business stuff is mostly Simplified Leading with the Biz. Is that where it's going to be in there?
I think I already added it in there, but if I
looked in here and I didn't find it, but it could be like, I might have to open another one to open another one.
Yeah, I'll post it all over the place, Carol. I promise you'll have it. Save it somewhere.
Because I'm looking, I'm like, I haven't seen it, and unless it's in files, maybe it's in files.
All right, guys. So now you have it. Save it, use it, and confidently head in that direction. Okay. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you.